Hi and welcome to this Friday Fix, and in today's session we're going to continue this series of videos really starting to look at how we can improve your slice and specifically looking at the grip. So the grip is the only part of you that actually touches and holds the club, so how you hold the club is vital with regard to controlling that club face. And you're going to see various matchups in grip and wrist positions during the golf swing for many of the top pros that you'll see. But if you're a slicer of the ball, we can generally, most players will tend to have what we call a weak grip. A weak grip is when the lead hand or lead thumb tends to sit too far underneath the club and you very much grip through the palm of that lead hand. From there, the trail hand, so that's my right hand, tends to get too far on top, and this in turn makes it very hard to create any sort of closure of the golf club during the motion. So in this position here, I find it exceptionally difficult to close the club face. So strengthening up that grip is really going to start to help you in that closing phase of the golf swing. And as we've already been through, the club face is king when it comes to getting rid of that slice. So if we're looking to get rid of that slice, the first thing we need to do is address the club face. So today's exercise really is going to start to help look at the grip and how we can improve that to help your club face. So how should we hold the club? Well, what you're going to see is that on every grip or most grips there's going to be some sort of line or logo that's going to be lined up with the leading edge of the golf club. We want to use this center line to really start to help us place our hands. So with that lead hand, so in my case that left hand, I'm going to place my left thumb just to the right of center. From that position, I'm going to turn this hand over so that there's no gap between the index finger and thumb. And that as I grip that club, I can start to see a minimum of 2 knuckles on that left hand. And as I support the weight of that club with just my left hand, I can really start to feel the back of the grip through the fingers. So just to kind of recap that quickly, I'm going to place my left thumb just to the right of that center line of the grip. I'm going to close the gap between my thumb and my index finger, and I should see 2 knuckles on this left hand, and I should really start to feel the pressure of the back of the grip going through the fingers. From there, I don't mind if you interlock, overlap, or even 10-finger grip for now, but I want you to just place that right hand on, and again the back of the grip should really be through the fingers, placing that right thumb just to the left of center. And what you should start to notice now is that both the V's from both my left hand and my right hand are running up to my right shoulder. So again, common tendency with many golfers that tend to slice the ball with this hand would be to tend to get this right hand too far over. So I want you to make sure as you pop this right hand on that again the thumb sits just to the left of center and you're really trying to feel like this V runs up to the right shoulder. So it's all well and good you understanding how to grip the golf club, but when it comes to really starting to learn that grip, it's really important that you don't just stand there for the whole time holding that club for long periods of time. So I'm just going to go through briefly a quick introduction on how a practice session should look when you're starting to really get used to that new grip. So what we're going to do to begin with, we're going to start to bring the golf ball in and we're going to go through that little checkpoint. So we're going to go through those checkpoints in our head again. So again, left thumb just to the right of center, turn that index finger over on the hand so there's no gap between the index finger and thumb, 2 knuckles on that left hand, gripping through the fingers. Right hand goes on. Again, the right thumb just to the left of center this time, with both the V's running up to my right shoulder and all of the pressure going through the fingers. To begin with, I'm just going to stand into setup, and I'm just going to make some half swings. So into my golf posture, just making some half swings, nice and slow, nice and controlled, and just really starting to get a feel for that grip. Don't care where these balls go, it's all about trying to get comfortable with this sensation. You shouldn't be stressing about where the ball goes just right now. It's all about just being aware of how you're trying to hold that golf club. So I'm almost giving you permission to not strike it your best right now. So once again, go through those checkpoints again. So again, left thumb just to the right of center, no gap between the index finger and thumb, 2 knuckles on the left hand, pop the right hand on, and again, right thumb just to the left of center with both those V's running up to my right shoulder. Be really conscious that when you pop your right hand on that you don't weaken that left hand. So as you start to bring in and introduce the right hand, often players will tend to weaken that left hand. So I want you to be really conscious of that. So once again, half swing, nice and slow, feeling that motion. And I'd want you to just do 5 of those, again, going through that process over and over again. Once you've done that 5, we'll start to do some full swings, but we're just going to do it slow motion to start with. Again, getting comfortable with how the grip feels during the motion. So I'm going to go through my little checkpoints again, with both the lead and the into setup, and again, nice and slow, feeling that motion. Again, I'm not worried about where the ball goes, I'm just trying to get that feel for the grip. And once again, I'd like you to do 5 of those, again going through those checkpoints. So left thumb just to the right of center, no gap between the index finger and thumb, 2 knuckles on that left hand, gripping through the fingers. Right hand on, gripping through the fingers again, and again the right thumb just to the left of center, with both those V's up to my right shoulder. Full swing, and keeping it nice and slow, controlling your motion for now. Again, once you've done 5 of those, you'll then do your next 5 at full speed, again going through your whole little process again, being ultra aware of how you're trying to hold that golf club, which in turn is going to start to really help you square that club face. And again, these last 5 balls really are going to start to be more like at full pace, going through that checklist, making sure you're holding the golf club correctly for each shot that you hit. And the fact that you're revisiting this grip over and over again is a really important factor in retaining this information. If you stood there for the whole time just holding that club, there's no way you would, when you come back to revisit the grip, that you would remember. So it's really important that you go through that phase of letting go of the club, re-gripping, going through all those key checkpoints over and over again, just so that your brain really starts to take in and learn the information. So like I say, the grip is a key aspect of trying to keep the club face closed during the golf swing. And I want you to go through those checkpoints, and we'll run through that one more time. When we hold just to the right of center, you're going to turn that hand over till there's no gap between the index finger and thumb, and you can see 2 knuckles on that left hand. The back of the grip should now be through the fingers, and then we place the right hand on with the right thumb just to the left of center. Once again, the back of the grip through the fingers with both V's running up to the right shoulder. I want you to start off by doing 5 balls at half swing, 5 balls in slow motion, and 5 balls at full speed. Again, this is giving you the opportunity to really start to get comfortable with that grip while swinging the golf club, and really giving you the opportunity to revisit by letting go of the grip each time you hit a shot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and also subscribe to our channel. Continue to learn from our series of videos helping you eradicate your slice. We're going to continue to bring you many Friday fixes. We're starting with the slice, but going forward we will start to look at other aspects of the game. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to continuing this journey on eradicating your slice. Many thanks.